Hi, good morning.
Hi, good
Oh yeah,
morning.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I welcome each and every one of you. This is Cleave is a ladies group, and so today our Cleave is a Ministry of Slice of today. So today we are having Joyce Kanini. She's a makeup artist, and she's gonna tell us one or two, three things about makeups. And I know, and I do believe that each and every one of us are gonna have a really wonderful time in this session. And so, yes, Joyce, what made you have a passion for makeups?
Have a passion. I think passion grows.
Mm,
Yeah, so I've always loved looking good. And so with that came along, trying out new things and also from what I see other people do. And I just became passionate of it and decided to, like, you know what, this is something I can actually do.
that's and so when did it all begin? In primary school, in high school, after high school?
No, it was actually after high school. That was in, yeah, it was after high school. Then I actually did go to makeup school, but in 2018. So that's when the whole career side of it started.
Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. And
Yeah.
so, to you, like, do you like when maybe you can look up at a particular at a lady, and then you're like, you've done your makeup wrong, you've done your makeup right, in that, uh, how do you like help those of whom do it wrong, or you just pass them if they're not your friends?
Well, you know that those people who actually take criticism very well and others just don't like it. So if someone is okay with you telling them that, you know what, you've done something wrong here, can I help you? Then I'll be more than willing to help. But there's some people you tell and then wanna jam. So ni mtu tu.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And so, cause for everyone, in that everyone usually likes to look good, and so there's
Yeah.
nothing as bad as like when someone is looking him or herself to the mirror, and then you're seeing that maybe you are having pimples, you're having scars, you're having things. Then people usually like it like lowers their esteem whenever they are in a group of people, because you
Yeah.
remember of how you saw yourself in the mirror. And so that's
Mm,
why for me I say that having makeups, in that it helps people, because everyone is surely concerned about their skin. In that one
mm,
morning you're waking up and then you're finding yourself with all the rashes, then you're like, where did these things come from? Where did these things come from? And
mm.
so what are the benefits of having makeups?
Well,
Or of course they are zero.
well, makeup is just not makeup. Makeup doesn't, get rid of pimples and all that. Because pimple is texture. You can't get rid of texture. So the only thing that makeup can do for you is maybe cover your scars. You see.
Yeah.
So a benefit is it gives you an even tone because see the color of your eyes is not the same as the color on your cheek. I always feel like the cheeks are a bit lighter and the eyes are a bit darker. So makeup helps to bring all that together and to like give you an even tone, an even surface. So yeah,
Oh yeah, that's very true. That's very true. And
yeah.
so yeah, that's really nice. And so what about people who are having oily skin? In that makeup don't usually look good on them. So what do they usually do as their thing?
There's makeup for every skin type. There's makeup for people with dry skin. There is makeup for people with normal skin. There is makeup for people with combination skin and also for people with oily skin. So it helps to actually know your skin type and then getting makeup that is suitable for you.
Okay, okay, that's very nice. And also, like for instance, like the way there has been a continual trend in the hairstyle, in that in the world of hairstyle, there's been a continual trend. And so I usually see like during our parents' time and those long time ago, in that Afro was the style, in that they used to leave Afro. So being natural was like blending with the Afro hairstyle. And so
Mhm.
later on with time, in that there's been a rapid change in their hairstyles. Sometimes ladies can decide to shave like sideways, or sometimes have their hair braided. And so
mm,
and so there's a way that the skin and the hair must go, so that you don't have a good hairstyle and then your skin is off.
mm.
So what can be your take about hairstyle and makeups?
Um, Everything goes hand in hand, from makeup to the hair to the fashion. It all goes hand in hand. So if maybe you have short hair and maybe you've dyed it, you'll still have to look for colors that actually complement your hairstyle. You just don't do anything for the sake of doing it. So we find that our scalps are a bit lighter than our faces, but then there's a way we always make it work, because it's just okay. It's just a lot, a lot goes into it. Because there's the bronzing part, there's the highlighting part, there's the you know all that. So it's just finding something that works for you and not just doing it because you saw someone else doing it.
Oh yeah, yes. Because sometimes when people do it because someone else did it, and then they may look funny, because there
Yeah,
are other.
because we have different skin tones. So there's no way a light person can do the same makeup a dark person will do. It doesn't work.
Okay. Oh, that's the thing about skin tone. And also I bet, like for instance, the environment that we are living in, the global warming effects in that usually changes the skin
Yeah,
tone of, if I'm not wrong.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then do like makeups tend to react with the environment?
Um, Not really, because after doing your makeup, we always set it. We use something called a setting spray. So once you set it, it it remains intact. So whether you go to a humid place or to a cool place, you'll still look the same as long as you've set it right. Yeah.
Uh, that's new to me. Because even I've noticed lately, like little girls, they would like want to have the lipstick, want to have makeup. And
Mm,
so if the parent doesn't know anything about makeups, then the girl will be like feeling sad. And so when the girl
mm,
feels sad, because every other, maybe when they go to like, when she sees her other friends having makeup, then she's like also want makeup, and then going
mm,
to her parent and then asking her parent in that, I want this, I want this. Then the parent like saying no, 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 in that the child will feel bad, because the
mm,
child is she's like the other kids are doing it. And
mm,
so for you, sometimes people usually having the notion that makeups are for people of the world, people watu wa dunia, and not for Christian. What's your
mm.
take in it?
I feel like everything we do nowadays, people have misinterpreted it, and it all comes down to yourself. I mean, what do you believe in? So if you believe that if you believe that makeup is actually for the world, then maybe that's why you're doing it. But for me personally, it's actually a personal decision. It's a personal choice. If it makes me feel good, if it makes me look good, then why not? So I am a Christian, I am a believer, but I still do it, and I see other people do it, and I'm not doing it for anyone else. I'm actually doing it for me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And also like sometimes someone may have a good makeup, and but your character, in that the way you speak, and that it messes your makeup. In that, someone may, in that when people are looking at you, you're looking all gorgeous, but the way you speak, and then in that they're like, hey, you are like betraying the beauty look that you're having. And so what's your
Mm.
take about like having all the makeup and your character and your standards and your morals, things like that?
It still comes down to you as a person, you
uh,
know? Yeah. So makeup is supposed to enhance your beauty. It's not supposed to change you. So if you're using it as a tool to actually make you become something else, then you're doing it for the wrong reason, you know? So it all comes down to you, basically. Mm.
yeah, that point is really nice, of enhancing your beauty. And also for believers, in that always understanding in that, let it be a flow from the inside out. in that
Yeah.
let you first of all have the inner beauty, so that
Mm-hmm.
when you're having all your makeup and having all your makeup in that people shall like connect to you from the inside
Mm-hmm.
out and not
Mm-hmm.
like misjudge you, because sometimes because of the notion of people usually having that makeup for people of the world, in that when
Mm-hmm.
they see that yours is different, in that you're still admirable, you're still peaceable, you're still loving, you're still caring towards other people with all your makeup, then they'll be
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, truly this thing is helping out. In the book of in the Bible talks about the story of when Prophet Samuel was going to anoint the next king, and then God told him that man looks on the outside, but I look in the heart. In that, that's the standard. In that when God told Samuel that, he's not like dismissing the physical appearance. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
this is the way that men, this is the way that you can have like be allowed into rooms, be allowed into places by how you look physically, by your
Mm-hmm.
physical appearance. That's why God was telling us, Samuel, that man look on the outside appearance. And so it's for
Mm-hmm.
each and every one of us to live a life of knowing that your outside appearance really matters a lot in creating for you space, in creating for you room. That's a standard that the people of the world that are having. In that shall go
Mm-hmm.
to a place, then everyone looks at you, then you're like, then they just accept you because man first of all look at the outside, and then later on they'll get to learn you in the inside, and then they'll see
Mm-hmm.
whether or not it's matching or it's in conflict. And so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's it. And so what has ever been your embarrassing moment of makeup?
Um, Embarrassing.
And sometimes
Personally,
maybe eh?
uh, okay,
Go on.
uh, personally, I don't think I have, but I've always seen, okay, because okay, how your makeup looks like when you apply it in the morning, it's not the same way it's going to look like when you apply it in the evening. And so I feel like, especially those people who do makeup when they have the lights on, it doesn't really help you as much, because when you're going out maybe at night for an event, and there's that whole logic of flash photography, it's not good when you've used, actually, I don't know how to explain it, but like, there's a way we set our under eyes and maybe the side of our jawbone. Yeah, that's called highlighting and contouring. So sometimes when you overbake, you find that this part becomes a bit too light, and this part as well, and it actually looks like a line. And so when you use flash photography, especially at night, we find that people look like ghosts, for lack of a better word. So yeah, but personally, I don't think I've ever enjoyed that.
Okay. And so why makeup and not go natural? In that, if maybe it has ever been a debate in a place, in that which side could you support, makeup or natural, and why?
Like I said, makeup makes me feel good. So if I feel good, then yeah, if I can actually get to feel good and look good, then why not? So whether natural or not, I can still go out. It's still you as a person, how you interpret it.
Yeah, yeah. And also the way you have said, I've talked about the way there's been a trend in the hairstyles and also in the world of fashion, in the world of
Mm-hmm.
fashion and design, in the different clothes, different fabrics as have come out with time. And so the face usually matters a lot, to go along with whatever someone is wearing, whatever fabric someone is having on. And so it's a thing for every person to always think about it, because
Mm-hmm.
for someone maybe someone who I just use the contrast of people in like our parents, in that the way they used to wear, in that the same way like in our time. And so in
Mm-hmm.
our time, with the recent fabrics and the recent designs, and they're all flashy and all looking nice, and so your face really matters a lot. And so it's a thing about the way you've talked about blending, in that the hairstyle blending with everything. And so it's a
Mm-hmm.
thing for everyone to be considerate about all of those things. And
Yeah.
so uh, and so is it easy to like do makeup on yourself, or should someone be there to do it on you, or people grow to doing it by themselves?
Um, I am a makeup artist by profession. So for me, I love doing it by myself. But there are others who prefer other people doing it for them. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, what you love, you get. Mm,
Yeah, and also I've checked out in many YouTube channels in that makeups are usually having high views because as
yeah.
in it's something that people, if we fail to talk about it, then people shall
Mm,
be thinking that it's supposed to learn it in the dark. You're supposed to learn it all by yourself,
mm,
and that's
mm,
why I chose like to do this program of makeup, and I asked Joanne, and then she recommended you, so that each and every one of us as believers, as Christians, we can get to know that in that God wants us to look good. In the Bible
mm,
talks about we are the bride of Christ. In that God is
mm,
concerned about how you look, your beauty, and so it's not for you to live the way you've said about makeups, making you feel nice, and when someone feel nice, it's health to your bones. In that is a particular in that
mm,
you're feeling all happy, you're feeling all good, in that you can go out and do whatever you want to do because of that
mm,
feeling of happiness within you. And then also like girls in their hangouts, maybe they can be in a sleepover and then doing all makeups on themselves and then going out. Sometimes I usually see ladies going out in that feeling of joy, that feeling of happiness, in that you're looking
mm,
nice with your girlfriends and then you're
mm,
going out having a wonderful time. And also there's no need of you like to do it on the day that you shall be going for your wedding, and then you've never ever done it again, and then after your wedding
mm,
you never ever do it again. In that
yeah.
you see, like for men, in that for men with their wives, in that what will make the man not to look to another woman, in that it's when the wife continue on like beautifying herself, continue on in that always having the eyes of the husband on the eyes of the
Mm,
husband on her, in that. And
mm,
so it calls for it because like it's human, as I can say, like it's human nature, in that beauty, being attracted by attractive things, in that it's just the nature. And also the
mm,
way the husband can be going out with the wife, then she's looking all gorgeous, then he's feeling
mm,
happy, he's feeling all well. Even the lady
mhm,
can be like, buy for me that dress. The husband is like, yes, no problem.
mm,
In that he wants the wife to always be looking gorgeous, to always be looking beautiful. And so,
mm,
but when a wife maybe she says that I don't want to be doing makeups, I want to live a life of natural, and maybe the man doesn't like natural, and then
mm,
maybe on the day of the wedding he sees you of how much you're beautiful, then he's like, why don't you be like this all the day? You see,
mm,
as in, like for on the wedding day, that's usually like is usually like a one time, but marriage is the rest of your life. And so, how you
mm,
look on that day, in that living a life of always trying to maintain it, in that good
mm,
look, that like perfumes and all of those things and all of those stuffs.
mm.
Yeah. So, what can be your encouragement to ladies
Pardon?
in what can be your word of encouragement to ladies in regards to makeups and looking nice and looking good?
Well, my advice would be if you feel that this thing works for you, do it. Do it and don't do it for other people. Do it for you. Because there's a way makeup elevates. Let me say that. It elevates and it boosts your confidence. Because when you walk into a room and you're looking good, then you'll feel like, like you own the world or something. So if it makes you feel good, do it and do it for you. And it doesn't matter whether other people appreciate you or not, because yes, there are people who actually prefer natural, yeah, natural girls and all that. But still, but like I said, makeup is not supposed to change you. It's supposed to actually enhance your beauty. So being minimalistic when it comes to it, you don't have to apply sijui how many layers at sijui nini. You can't be like someone else. Okay, as a makeup artist, you normally get clients who will bring you a photo of, maybe this celebs from the West Side, kina Rihanna, kina Mariah Carey, kina Beyonce, at you, I want to look like this person. You can't be like anyone else. There's only one you, and there's only one you. So if this thing makes you feel good, do it, and do it for you. Don't do it for other people.
Yeah, and so yeah, so now Joyce, we are gonna it's like breaking out in that the face, and so
Mhm.
like sometimes ladies they usually like complain, oh my hair is I'm losing my hair here on the, and so now they go for
Mm,
weaves and wig. No one weaves na nini ingine.
wigs, wigs.
Yeah,
Mm.
weaves and wigs. And so yeah, what are the benefit of having wigs and wigs?
If you're an if you're a naturalista, is it naturalist or naturalistic? If you have natural hair, wearing wigs is a protective styling and it actually helps with your hairline. So you can just do your lines and then just wear a wig on top. It actually helps in maintaining your hair and for hair growth.
That's hiyo ni ya kuvaa wig.
Yeah, wig.
Now weave.
Wig sijui because I have never had one. Uh,
You are
but
aspiring
yeah,
one day
wig
to have
najua it's a hmm?
one day you're aspiring to have one.
No, I'd rather have braids or a wig.
Uh, and
Yeah.
so yeah, on regards to the scalp, in that the best like oil to use is which one?
For your scalp.
Mm,
Everyone's it's okay. What works for me might not work for you. You know, people are different. And that's why I'm saying if you're a naturalista, then you know your hair. You know these products work best for my hair. You know these ones don't work best for my hair. And if you have textured hair, then that's a whole different story.
mm.
So for me, I'd say just the natural oils, coconut oil, shea butter, olive oil. Those are the best ones because they keep your hair moisturized. And it's important to have all those oils in your hair.
Yeah, that's nice. And so now we go to the eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
Eyebrows, yes. The eyebrows, like I've ever been in a beauty parlor one time with my friend,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw the person taking like thread, kama sijakosea, ni thread ile ya kushona nguo,
Yeah.
and then
Uh,
and a shape, yeah.
mm.
And so, what are the benefits?
Uh, it's just niku nini, niku okay, unajua everyone's hair grows differently. So unaweza pata your eyebrows, you're one of those people who have full eyebrows. There's no way you're going to apply your eyebrow pencil. There's no way you're going to do your eyebrows with full eyebrows. I don't know whether that makes sense. Because we
Yeah.
normally draw our eyebrows, yes?
Mm,
But there's no way you're actually going to draw them when you have full hair, full, eyebrows. So you have to actually trim them or shape them. Yeah.
that's now, yeah. And so, yeah, now you're gonna do your makeup, and
Mm.
then, yeah,
Okay, so I don't know whether you guys are seeing me well.
yeah,
And so I'm going to start by priming my face. Priming your face helps because makeup can react to your skin. So it actually helps to have a layer. It helps to have another layer, a protective layer before applying your makeup. So for that, I'm first going to go in with I've already moisturized. So I'm going to use my City Color Oil Control Setting Spray and just spray my face. It's going to help lock in that oil that I've already applied. Then once I'm done, I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to start with my brows and I'm using a spoolie. This is called a spoolie. It's a brush. So once that's done, I'm going to go in with a pencil. Now this is the Davis number 003. You can use a pencil of your choice, but I highly recommend this one. So first we outline before filling them in. So after outlining, we are now going to try and draw thick strands. They just have to be, you just, you draw them as lightly as you can because they have to look like your natural hairs. Once we are done, we use the same brush that we used to brush them out. This helps blend in the pencil strokes with our natural hairs. Then I'm going to go in with a concealer to actually shape them. And it helps to actually use a lighter concealer, maybe 1 or 2 shades lighter than your normal skin tone. And then I'm going to go in with an angled brush. So feel free to go in as many times as you feel like, as long as you get the right shade and the right shape that you're going for. So I feel like I'm satisfied with my shape. So I'm just going to brush it again. And there we have it. We have drawn in our brows. So after that, I'm going to use the same concealer that I used, and I'm going to use it on my eyelid. And I'm using a Damn Beauty blender to do that. So I want to do an everyday kind of makeup look. And so I'm going to use neutral colors. So when you're buying a makeup kit, or rather when you're buying eyeshadows, it helps to have a variety of shades. So this is a palette. It's an example of a palette. that has it has three layers to it. So like this is the first layer. This is just neutral shades. And then when you go to the second layer, it gets brighter as you go on. So we have like some more brighter shades. I don't know that you can see them clearly,
I can
but
see.
they're brighter. And then we have the last one that is extremely bright. So it has very bright colors. So it actually helps to have a variety of shades. And so for today, I'm going to use the neutral shades because they're more natural and yeah, they look more like my skin. And that's what we are going for. So I'm going to use this brush. It's a fluffy brush. And I'm going to use this brown shade over here, this one. And I'm just going to apply it all over my lid. And that's it. So once that's done, I'm going to go in with this pencil. It's another Davis pencil, but in number one. And I'm going to use it on my waterline. And once that's done, we're going to go in with our foundation. This is the foundation that I'm using. It's the Black Opal True Color in the shade Out Chocolate. And this foundation is actually, the coverage is quite natural. It doesn't have a full coverage, and that's why I love it. But if you're someone who loves, every single thing on your face to disappear, then you might want to actually invest in a foundation that's full coverage. And so I'm going to use this. It's a flat foundation, flat top foundation brush. And I'm just going to apply it all over my face. And one thing you have to remember is that the key to makeup is blending. So you have to blend, 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 blend. Blending is your best friend. Don't forget your neck because we want it to match your skin completely. And note that I'm using a dabbing motion and I'm not doing this. I'm actually dabbing the product in because I want it to blend well with my skin. I'm going to go in with another pump. Feel free to go in with as many layers as you feel um, are enough for you. So once my foundation is in, I'm going to go in with the same concealer and just a bit of it under my eye, just a bit. And as you can tell, it's lighter than my actual skin tone. And that's okay because we are highlighting. Highlighting helps bring out, you know, bring out some features. This Nene, it helps bring out features on your face that you want to get noticed. And so blend that. And then after that, I'm going to go in with a darker concealer and I'm going to contour. So contour actually helps to sculpt your face and it helps to bring out those features in your face that that are hidden, especially after we highlight. And so using a beauty blender, just blend it all in. And I'm done. Now, after that, I'm going to use a powder. I'm going to use the Illegal powder, and I'm going to use this to set my highlight. And I'm using this wedges to apply it. So this is how they look. And with this shape, you can clearly see that they're going to go all around your eye. So instead of wicking, I'm actually going to just press the powder under the eye like that. Just press it. And once that's done, I'm going to go in with this black opal setting powder. And I'm going to use this the rest of my face. And once that's done, I'm going to go in with the same setting spray that we went in with the first time. So now I'm going to set the rest of my face. This just helps. This just helps to lock everything together. And it helps in actually making your makeup last your entire day or night. And then after that, I'm going to go in with this other palette. It's by Morphe. And I'm going to use this shimmer shade to highlight my inner corners and also, this part over here, my nose and my, yeah, this part over here, my Cupid's bow. And I'm going to use this brush to highlight this part, like so. My nose. So, I'm using this brush for my inner corners. So, and also on my brow bone. And once that's done, I'm going to go in with the same setting So now I'm going to set. So once that's done, we're going to go in with mascara. This is the Huda. It's by Huda Beauty. But you can use any mascara of your choice. And it helps in actually making your makeup last to your entire day or night. And then after that, I'm going to go in with this palette. It's my Morphe. And I'm going to just shade. I'm going to do the same for my lower gray hands. Once I'm done, I'm now going to go to my lips. And since we've done a neutral look on our eyes, I'm going to do, it's not really bold, but you can do a bold lip. And so this is a natural look. Okay, not really natural, but it's an everyday look. So we don't need lashes. And so that's basically it. We are done. I don't know whether you guys can see me clearly, but I promise my face matches my neck. It's just the lighting. I'm using natural lighting. So yeah, but that's it. That's our face and we're done. And this should actually take you not more than 5 minutes, but only if you know your face. So work on knowing your face, then you can, enhance your makeup look. And so yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, thank
We are
you.
done.
Yeah, it has been a wonderful time watching you do the makeup.
Thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, I've watched a number of Christian television where they talk about like going and doing makeups on ladies so that they can feel nice. Those ladies who have been through a lot, in that their
Mm,
organization, which they show like having a makeup day to just go and have the ladies look all nice and look all beautiful. Because I've come to realize that the same way, like for us gents, maybe a gentleman may want a particular hairstyle, a particular clothes, and that is the same thing that comes to ladies. In that a lady may want to look to have a calendar.
I'm
I
not
don't
getting you.
wait a bit. There's a connection thing here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, I've lost. Oh, and so yeah, I was talking about the way ladies like they want to look good, and so it's not for like me as a gentleman. I'm saying you not do makeup, you not wear that, you not do that, because it's something that's calling from deep within them. That is same way
Mm,
like for us, we can do different hairstyle. As maybe I may want to dye my hair, comb my hair. That is same thing that comes to ladies. In that is that calling from deep within themselves. They want a certain kind of look. They want a certain kind of makeup because it's something that it's calling from deep within them, and so
mm,
it's for people to like it's for ladies like continue on doing it, still going to church, still fearing the Lord. In that, don't allow anything to ever keep you away from fellowship, keep you away from God, because if
mm,
anything takes you away from God, then it becomes an idol. Then you shall find yourself that you're worshiping it, and that
mm,
let your makeup not make you cry in God's presence. Let it not make you not pray in God's presence, because sometimes people are too much carried away by this makeup of mine will get ruined if I do this and this. If I do this and this, let me just play low. Let me just play safe because I want to maintain my look. But in that, it should never like keep you from being human. Like for instance, someone is in need, and then you're having your makeup. In that, you should go ahead and help them. In that, let
mm,
not your makeup keep you from reaching out to those of whom are around you, because we are meant to be the hands and feet of God here on earth. And so thank you very much, Joyce, for the wonderful time that for gracing this session. And I know that you
mm,
believe that those of whom shall be found watching it, in that they're gonna learn two or three things. Yeah,
mm,
and so yeah, it has been a wonderful time. And so it's for people just to be yourself in God. In that, be yourself
mm,
in God, and don't allow the world like to make you feel as if you should not be doing it, should not be doing it. And that God wants us to experience heaven on earth. God wants us to experience heaven on earth. And in the
mm,
Bible, the woman who broke at the alabaster jar, it was an expensive perfume. Meaning that in the things of beauty, there we can trace it in the Bible. Like for instance,
mm,
Queen Sheba went to visit King Solomon in a distant land. In that
mm,
he made a journey. And so it's for each and every
mm,
one of us to actually realize that it's all in the Bible, somewhere there inside. So what can be
mm.
your parting shot?
My parting shot is look good, feel good. And again, I will still emphasize on doing makeup for you. Don't do it because of other people. Don't do it because someone told you you look good when you do makeup. And so they only want to see you in makeup. No, just do it because it makes you feel good and it actually boosts your confidence. Yeah, don't do it for others. Do it for you. That's the main thing I can tell you. And yeah, love it. If you have a passion for it, go for it. It's actually nice. And as a business, it's amazing. So if it's something you feel like you want to do, it's nice. It's something I can highly recommend, but it also helps to actually go to school first. You know, we have those makeup artists that are self-taught, yes, but then there's so much that you learn when you actually go to school, because it's just not about, you know, doing someone else's face, because beauty comes from within, yes. And also, before you apply that makeup, there's the, you know, someone's skin first. And so I have to treat the skin before actually, you know, putting anything on it. And yeah, so actually just um it helps to go to school. Actually learn your skin, know what your skin type is, know what works best for your skin, and actually, and also do research about it. Just don't do things because you saw someone else doing it, because like I said, there's makeup for every skin type. There's makeup for oily skin, for dry skin, for combination skin. And so what works for me might not necessarily work for someone else, and what works for them might not work for me. So it helps to actually understand your skin. So again, I repeat, do makeup for you. Don't do it for others. Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you very much. And so that's it for this wonderful day. And until next time, bye bye to every one of you.
Okay, thank you. Bye.